Start recording. We've done it. All right.
Oh, hey, that's it. Should we stop it now?
It only took 4 hours, but we managed to get a stream going. Well, not really a stream, but I guess I'm sharing my screen with you. All right. Let's recover some energy. I don't really know how to do this, but yes. So this is Mattia, and I'm here with Tom.
Hello.
Where is it? Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to try
You
and
can't
manage
see me
to.
anyway.
I can't work the camera, man. So yeah, today we're going to talk about Plethora, which is the weaponizer library that I have recently made. This is completely unstructured, but hopefully we'll get something useful out of it, and if not, some laughs. So I'll just tell you a bit of what this thing is, and then we can kind of get cracking with it. But so the idea behind the library was pretty much that I guess I had enough content to be able to make something in Weaponiser, and I was really tempted by it just because it seems like a very flexible tool. So I sort of got in touch with Krotos about this and asked him whether I could make a pack for Weaponiser. And then I started freaking out, and 50 presets after I finished freaking out, and the library was done. So
Just like that.
just like that, pure inspiration and panic. No, so this is a collection of sounds that has a little bit of everything from my past libraries, but it doesn't have every library in its entirety, and all of the libraries are more or less the material that comes from the libraries has been adapted to work with a weaponizer. So if you are into this for the wave files and you really don't care about the weaponizer presets, well, this is the wrong library for you, because if you already have all of my libraries, then you're not going to get much more material. I did record a couple of sounds just to tie some ends for some of these presets, but generally speaking, there's not much here that you haven't heard before if you have all of my libraries. On the other end, if you have none and you want something that can be applied to a number of things, then this could be a good starting point. But generally speaking, this is mostly to take advantage of the power of Weaponizer and not really to work with the wave files on their own. In fact, this library comes as a Weaponizer library and not as a standalone option, if that makes sense. Yes. All right. Well, that was a lot of words, but I guess.
Can I ask a first question?
Yes.
Where was the inspiration for some of these names? I really approve.
Yeah. I mean,
I like Much Boom, very sci-fi. Mattia Cellotto. That one sounds cool.
Let's go with this one. So, I mean, the presets were mostly... Sorry, this machine is a little bit old, so it takes a bit to load. But the names got more and more ridiculous as I kept working on this. Just because at the beginning I was like, okay, explosion, space, medium distance, reverberant, etc. I was very descriptive, but then, I don't know, I felt like after a few I was like, this is kind of not really... I don't know, I wanted to make something fun. And I wanted it to be fun also from this point of view. So I figured that I would just, embrace it, rename everything in a bit of more of a trollish way. And that's the reason why they're named like this. So let's listen to what this is. I have forgotten most of these. So did you hear it?
It was great.
Yeah, I didn't press. I didn't press. I'll go with another one. I'm just trying not to breathe on the mic while I do this. Although I'm recording separate channels.
I've muted myself as well. Yeah. What about? I saw there was Chubby Cyborg Frog. I'm very curious.
Okay. I was about to give you a breakdown of this, but I think
No. We're past the Much Boom, very Wi-Fi, whatever.
Here it is. Can you imagine it jumping around?
feel the chubbiness through my speakers. Yeah. Okay, break down this one then, since we didn't do the much very boom. I'm curious how you did this.
There will be an onset, and I guess the thump I've also put at the beginning. The onset itself is this, which I think comes mostly from polarity.
Nice.
But also most of the work in the onset is actually done with a synth part of Weaponiser. So this is kind of like a very small mech type of sound. And then the rest of it.
Like, give me the chunkiness.
Yes. Chunkiness is being soloed. So what is this made with? Still has this mid impact I'm using on a lot of stuff just because I find that it gives it just a bit of a mid frequency snap that is quite clean and resolute. Then I have this, which I think, this probably comes from my water library, if I remember correctly.
I was going to say, because very liquidy, isn't it? That's quite cool.
Yeah, that's what the frog is all about. Cool. You want to pick the next one?
Yeah. I'm curious about... oh, God. Actually, the first one that came up was Crunch from Space, but it kind of triggered me because I thought it crunches exclusively on Earth, but it's taken over, man.
Lies. Deception. All right. So, yes, here we go. I'll go again, just because, most things have, all the randomization. So I guess we're not really putting too much focus on what the power of the tool really is. But
sure.
I'll just play maybe each one from now on something like 3 times, and then we can kind of start soloing, etc. All right. Yeah, I really don't remember how this was made, so we can start to solo the various things. So this is just the onset. And this is coming from Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Then there's the body. And this is also a folding fan slowed down to 1/4 speed, if I remember correctly. I mean, that's what it is, yes.
Cool.
And I think it went through OTT before I exported it. So then it gets this super aggressive texture. I honestly don't remember what this is. Okay, this is also some Metamorphosis. And again, 2 synthesized layers from Metamorphosis. So each one is... Yeah, and then
nice.
Oh man, so much tail. We can pick a few more.
You choose this time. I've been greedy. I've chosen the past 2.
Oh, okay, I see. Let me see. So I think this was made all in the same key, and it's a collection of gongs, timpanis, tambourines.
Nice. I guess it's kind of cool that you can hopefully use this tool a bit more versatile. Like, that would be a classic kind of UI progression sound or something like that, which is nice.
Yeah. One thing to mention that hopefully it's slightly clearer by now is you can see the theme of the library is merging all of this content together, as in it's not really, explosions, it's not really purely tonal sounds, it's just a mixture of a little bit of everything, hence the name Plethora. So yeah, what can we pick? I think there is something themed fire. so the main sound that you hear at the beginning, I think, is this, which is a small spinner firework. Pretty sizable fire whoosh, apexing and then getting cut off. And a shorter fire whoosh. So all of these have been cropped so that they work as an onset together. Like so. Also, I forgot to mention there's a bit of synth elements here too. And then there's the body. Which again has both synthesized and recorded elements. Cool. Do you want to pick the next one?
Oh, Beast Calling. Give me
Beast
that.
Calling. This was one of the hard ones because Weaponiser is not really made for creature design, but I think I tried to do something here. Let's take a listen. So yeah, maybe not every single one of these will work in the sense that sometimes you may spot two voices, but hopefully you can even, go through the various layers and mute whatever may be creating problems. But generally it seems like it leads to interesting results. I kind of like the idea of having an onset that is just the inhale to then lead into the big exhale. So maybe we can go through some of these layers in the thumb. So this is mostly animal hyperrealism, of course. I think this layer is strictly meant to be a sweetener, weird stuff that layers with all of them and adds something that is a little bit strange to every take. There you have it.
That's cool.
What else? Two more.
Something broke.
Incredibly descriptive. So this one is a mix of polarity and ultrasonic dry ice. The onset itself is made with a synth from Weaponiser. It has a bit of a, random pitch variation, etc. Then the body itself has a few synthesized elements which make for the wider stereo image. The thumb is just one of the big arches from polarity. I think this is played back in real time, so you should be able to slow this down and get something a lot beefier. Cool. Well, I just wanted to show one of these because this is kind of a strange idea. While trying to come up with a preset, I realized that you can use the fire rate in Weaponiser mixed with the randomization to try and come up with the strange things. So I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be, but I thought that it was quite captivating, or at least, I don't know, I just thought that there was something in there that could really work for UI elements. And you can potentially change the fire rate. Of course, if you slow it down quite a lot, you'll start to hear the individual sounds, whereas the idea behind the preset is to keep re-triggering so that it almost feels like a ever-present UI type of sound. If I had something like this as a source material for UI, I would probably keep it sustained for quite a while and record a loop out of it and then see what happened if I started pitching it down or speeding it up. just depending on what I needed to achieve. Yeah, so that's just to show you something a little bit different from everything else. Okay, this is the true last one. You tell me, what do you want?
The penultimate series finale. What can you give me? What can you give me?
Did you just say Alien Thunders?
I think when I kind of exhaled, yes, I think that's what I was saying. So,
Yeah.
Give me Alien Thunders. Yeah.
Here it is. I remembered only at the end of this that this was my favorite preset, so I figured that we'd just close on this one because I'm really happy with this one.
Nice.
I think this sound, or at least this patch, uses 3 different libraries, and it feels like there is something gathering in the air and then discharging, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was made with some material from Metamorphosis, which is just kind of concussion hits, polarity, and more Metamorphosis, and the tail is mostly just polarity, if I remember correctly. There you have it. So what do you think? Is this okay?
You know, at first I was skeptical because I saw the names, but then I realized, no, it's cool. I really like them. Yeah, it's cool to, just see the variety. I think that's the most important bit, is just the fact that it's, it's not like necessarily a single use.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and I think when I was halfway through the library, I was kind of doing that through the presets, as in going back to a preset and going like, what if this tail was the onset if I reversed it, and then I would go back to the raw assets and see if something like that worked, and then it wouldn't work, but then it would take me to another place, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I think for this kind of library, differently from a weaponizer library that is about weapons, it's not like you're going to get something out of the box that you'll immediately put the picture and go, yeah, that's perfect. I don't think that will happen for something like this, but at the same time, hopefully there's something in there that can either inspire people to find textures that are quite interesting, or just add a little bit of whack to something that you may have had as a separate layer and felt a little bit boring, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I probably might have added some images for this last section in the video that didn't make any sense, just to entertain people, because, looking back to this, I don't have a camera active, and I've been staring at the same image for like the past 5 minutes. So yeah, there you go. And now to end it in true style, I will open OBS and just check that I'm still recording, which I am.
Damn.
And you're actually coming through. This part I didn't even test before. So when you speak, you can hear yourself, which means that we're actually recording you too. Well, this is incredible. It's
my question to you is, what is the picture that you're going to put of yourself in this video, so people know who you are? Because you're an elusive man. No one's seen you before.
Yes. I will probably just pick something and plop it like now, just for like a brief moment, like now. And that will be it, and that's the image that I will be remembered by.
Make an outro, please.
Okay, yeah. All right, Tom, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for spontaneously offering for this, and
thanks for having me.
Yes. The timing is so off. But yeah, no, seriously, yeah, thank you. I didn't really know how to present this to to the public, and I'm not really sure whether this works, but hopefully at least it gives us some ideas. You kind of hear some sounds in solo and some sounds in the, you know, the context of the presets. So yeah, I just hope that this works, and I hope that people will find a way to make the best out of this library. And yeah, I guess I'll see you on the next one.
See you on the flippity flip.
Really? Okay.